Hi, welcome to UnitizerBasic version 4.7.1. This is walkthrough part 1, the basic interface. This walkthrough covers the general interface features. Menu items and tools will be explained in detail in later tutorials, so feel free to jump ahead to any tutorial you feel you need most at the moment. To begin, you can see that the interface of the program, or graphical user interface, as it's sometimes called, is fairly simple. You could even divide the interface into imaginary sections to help understand its functions better. So let's look first at the objects on the left side. You've got a project folder window and a button with a little folder on it, and then you have this pane that says Project Files. These objects on the left side have to do with finding, loading, and selecting your project folder and the images it contains. We'll show you how to do that in a moment. On the right side is the output area where you can see your DII file being built as you work. It also helps to keep track of where you are in the process, the last file in which you left off, and so on. And the center is like the central command area. It contains the mode settings. We'll explain that more in a moment, as well as the Add button. This Add button puts together all the selections, file names, and span choices you've made and composes records. These records are in a unique format called tokens that Summation recognizes and uses to load your project into its database. I will explain all these sections and processes in detail, but I just want you to be aware that the default settings UnitizerBasic has right out of the box are ideal for most situations. So while there's wiggle room here to configure your interface and your project, most of the time you will not need to. However, if you were looking at Unitizer Pro, that's highly configurable, and it's a much more powerful program, so feel free to look at that program too. So follow me to our next tutorial here, and we'll take a closer look at Section 1, Loading Project Files into UnitizerBasic.